Hello guys, I'm Robin. I'm playing drums for the band Dr. Haze and the Wise Lizards. My drumming style, I don't have a particular style or I try to copy someone or somebody. I think my influences can be summed up in the following bands. The first is Paradise Lost. Uh, Very interesting sound drum-wise, a new drummer from a couple of years which is called Verinan, I think I'm pronouncing right. He does an incredible job behind the kit. Second, you have Deftones' crazy album, last album, which is called Ohms, and the sound and the production is very interesting, very cool. And last but not least, you have a smaller band coming from France, Poitiers. They're called the Necromancers, and they have a unique sound, I'd say, and drumming make everything round and actually, unique. So this would be my three biggest influences. First of all, it was like I've been done my last recording 7 years ago, so that was quite a bit of a time since the last time I entered the studio. And what was a bit different from the last project I've been engaged in is that Chester and Seb, which I know from a long time and I've worked with them, were already having the band with Charles, the previous drummer, and couple of mix-up and things happened, and the two of them just actually went to see me and asked me if I wanted to be part of the band. So I was quite thrilled because the project was something I really liked, and what was the idea behind me joining the band was actually recording the album, because Seb and Chester had been composing and writing this album like for a year, and they just wanted to go to the studio. So there was a big pressure on me to learn fast the song and enter the studio as soon as possible. So I joined back in December 2020, and we entered the studio end of April 2021. So that was quite a challenge, but everything went perfect. The sound guy, Vladimir Cochet at Conductor Studio, is adorable, and we worked really well together. So that's a great experience. The biggest difficulty or obstacle I had to face when recording the album was the fact that when setting up the studio, Vladimir was actually asking us to do the drums in one day, because he was setting up all the sound and all the kit not in his previous studio but in his kitchen to have a clearer and a better room to mix the recording. So we entered the studio the first day. I was doing drums, so I was the first to record, of course, and I was quite stressed at the idea of recording everything in one day and succeeding in doing so. But everything went great, and the last song we did a couple of takes because we were exhausted. It was the most difficult song on the album, but finally everything was done at dawn, so that's quite cool. Yeah. Do I have a recording anecdote? Yes, of course. So we go in Chardon, where the studio is, with Chester and Sebastian, the day before the recording session starts. We set the drums, the kit, we tuned them, we placed every mic and everything. And at the end of the very day, the very afternoon we went there, we kind of see that on one cymbal you have a crack. And after looking better at one particular cymbal, that was the newest I bought, you had not only one but two or three cracks, and this was just impossible to record with. So going back to Geneva, Sebastian asked one of his friends to help us cut the actual cymbal to make it sound not horrible. And this friend of him actually said, "Yeah, you can borrow my china. I do have one china. I can lend you." And it's actually saved the recording. Thanks to Yannick, Thanks to Jan, we could do the recordings, and everything went properly fine. Okay, so last words. This is the musical project I'm the most proud of for the moment, for sure, and yeah, I'm quite thrilled about the release of the album. You'll see, it's it's difficult to define, but as a whole, the concept makes sense, and I hope you dig it, guys. So yeah, see you soon.